Hello, beautiful beloveds. This is Stephanie Parasha, Divine Light, coming to you from New Zealand, Aotearoa. I've been getting a very strong urge and a push today to bring through some very strong information, and I've been kind of wavering as to whether I should be bringing this through or not. I often question myself. I still do that, even though I have been doing this work for a very long time. And I even sort of went out and searched on the internet already to see whether anyone else had been sharing this type of information. And I just kept getting told, you're not going to find it from there, it's coming straight through, so just let it come through. So I am really getting a message that, we're getting very close to those times that have been prophesized. I don't want to call them the end times, but I guess that is what they are. The end times as in the end of the ruling of the dark, and it is time for that paradigm to fall away and to crumble, and the reign of the dark is coming to an end. So that is what the end actually means. So many people think that's the end of all of us, but actually what it means is it's a really positive thing. And so we are very much coming close to that. This has been prophesied a lot in the past at various times throughout history. Many people have felt the energy of that coming through at various times. And I don't want to say that this is got to be given any dates or anything like that, but I do believe, and I think most sensitive empaths and light workers and twin flames will be feeling this energy quite strongly at present. So we are being guided to just focus in. I'm getting the message to focus in terms of who we connect in with in order to override and protect us and guide us on the next part of our mission. Getting that Jesus, Yeshua, and Mary Magdalene are the two key people who are involved, and I call them people because to me they're existing. I often, I communicate with these various spirits that feel like people to me, and they were people that existed, and they have been given the role in the coming times to guide us through to this very important stage in human history. They are our saviors, and I know this is kind of sounding biblical, and I've been very careful in my upbringing to be very discerning around some of the information, because I believe that a lot of Christian Bible information and dogma has actually covered over some of the actual truth of the love of what Jesus Christ came to give us and to provide for us. And there is still a lot of truth in much of the Bible scriptures. However, also much of this has been tainted and used by men to control and to make to smoke and mirrors. So I think we know all this. So I guess I just want to kind of disclaimer myself, because I do sound like I'm sounding a bit preachy, but what I want to say is that you'll know in your heart that it's very important to ask for the assistance and the invocation to allow Jesus and Mary to come into your heart to provide you with the strength and the love and the guidance and the support that you're going to need in these coming times, as everything is going to change, and we are the emissaries of the change. We have offered ourselves in service as vessels to the divine plan as it unfolds. We are God's angels. We have come here to assist, and we can't get too hung up on dogma and scripture and how that's done in a certain way, as long as we call on and accept the name of Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene as our saviours, and let them into our heart. And I really apologise if this is sounding very preachy. in order to continue the next stage of our mission. This is actually really super important. So there is a lot to be said for a lot of the current Christian and followings. However, discernment is still required because some of the teachings have been, I already mentioned that, tainted and twisted and turned in order to still create that level of control and judgment and damnation that occurs, which is the exact opposite, as we know, of the pure love of an acceptance and positive regard and forgiveness in which our beloved Yeshua, Jesus and Mary operated in. So I've been really called to ensure that every light worker and twin flame is aware as much as possible to activate and attune themselves to the overriding guiding force that is being offered up to us on the planet at this time. I'm seeing the light literally pouring down from the heavens, and as I'm saying that, I'm actually getting pretty emotional, so it's pretty intense. The light codes coming in, very much pouring down, and those that are looking up in eyes to heaven and feeling very connected to that mission and the light will be granted immunity in the light. So creating these invocations is super duper important to create that loving light continuously pouring on you, pouring through your body. It will create a beautiful protection shield so that you will be able to move amongst people on the planet that are not of the light, and you'll be fully protected. It's another version of divine dispensation. If you must also continue to clear out your own energy fields and ensure that you yourself are as pure as possible in terms of being in the truth and the love and the honesty and the vibration of peace and harmony, as purely as you can. Continue to use those tools that we've been given. We've been given the violet flame by Saint Germain, Archangel Michael, calling on to rid ourselves of any energetic entities or attachments or cords of energy. You can still call on the angels very much to hold you and protect you as the wings. I mean, we are human angels, but we also need our angelic brothers and sisters in the angelic realms to continue to hold their wings over us to protect us as we are about to travel through quite an important timeline in history, and our strength will be very much required at this time. And I'm looking, my eyes have gone to the attention of my stereo, which has got on my speaker the word power. So I'm being shown as I'm bringing this through. As I opened my eyes, I saw that word and I was kind of honed in on that. So our power and our light, we are lighthouses. As we had surrendered to being in service and we have committed ourselves to this mission, we are being able to receive a lot of power, a lot of light. So we are being very much lit up. And that is why a lot of the upgrades have been happening with our chakra systems, because we're literally like an energetic transformer. And so we are, being completely activated and plugged in to the circuitry of the amazing vibrations and energetic template of divine light, literally. So, this is really important. I can't give you this in any real fancy terms except for how it's coming to me. I'm being guided also to produce a series of invocations and prayers and meditations and healing messages that will be really important to ensure that you sort of repeat and listen to keep your vibration in the highest form possible. So I will attempt to bring that information forward as well and have those ready for you to access. Please be very discerning right now with your energy. Do not engage with any energies that are of a lower, that are feeling as if you'll get that feeling inside of you. You'll be very attuned to that now, where you're feeling anxious or just ungrounded, or things are moving too fast, or you're just feeling odd and out of sorts. Find your center again. Become grounded. Put your central column of light down into the earth and ground in. Bring up your shields. Invoke the power and the energy of our beloved Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene and Archangel Michael. Do all of those things that you need to do to continue to hold your energy and maintain it and stay safe out there as much as you can. I'm being told also you don't need to necessarily go out and do sort of preachies, action. At this present time, your energy, just the vibration alone, if you are finding yourself just staying quiet and not having much contact with other people, that's fine. Just your vibration alone the vibrations of that will ripple out naturally anyway. And when you feel ready to, you will be provided with the opportunity when required. Obviously, the divine plan will present to you those situations where you may be required to be more active on your path. So, but at this point, really, it's just about setting your transformer of your body. I'm just sort of seeing it like a kind of a box, like a transformer box. You're setting that energy ready because there's going to be some real massive incoming light codes coming in, and you want to be able to receive those. So it's kind of like, like a big inverter battery thing where when you've got the ability, the energy's coming, you want to store it. You want to be able to store it in there. So it's really coming on strong between, I do believe, or actually for this whole month, there's a lot of activation going to be happening, and this is actually this month in particular is, I believe, where the decision will be made as to who's on board and who's not, pretty much. And if you're in the light and you've activated everything you're meant to have been doing in terms of all of the things I've just mentioned, then we are going to be really stepping up and being lifted higher up to the next dimension and creating our new earth, and it's all going to be happening within the next few months. So be prepared for that. There's going to be a dropping away, I believe, of those souls that chose a different path that's going to be, they will have a different path to follow. So I do not believe, that's necessarily the direct split of, heaven and hell, or those people that have not chosen to be in the light, and the love will be, destroyed necessarily, or be banished to so-called hell or anything like that. They will just continue on their path on the earth as it is, but in a different dimension. They'll stay in the third dimension. There's still going to be a third dimensional earth playground for people to continue to work out all that karmic energy, and the laws of cause and effect and so on will continue within that third dimensional realm. However, this is, I do believe, the first time that Earth will be operating at a fifth dimensional level. So this is going to be really interesting times indeed. So we are, we're there, we're at the forefront, we're the first wavers, we're part of this change, we're creating it, we've been prepared for this. We said we'd come down here and do this. We're here, we're doing it, so it's all happening. I hope that I do, feel that that's a really strong message. So I do want to temper that with just, as much as there's a sense of urgency in this message at this time, and a requirement to step up, just stay calm as much as you can, and have the faith, and keep the peace in your heart, and keep the purity and the love, and yeah, all will be well. Okay, I will leave you with that, and sending you out lots and lots of love. And please check in and, leave your comments below if you're feeling resonant with this message and whether you're also receiving the same. I'd be interested to know. Okay, thank you so much for listening. Okay, bye for now.